They arrived back in Parongaho a few years ago from the Wellington Museum. They originally were under the old homestead house and they were taken down there. Hindu guy by the name of Andy Narain, he stole them and took them down there. And Alan's daughter, Alan Tutupairangi and Maureen's daughter, she was working there. Selena, I think. She rang up and said that they were there. So that alerted us and we put our foot forward and went down there and brought them home. Yeah, and they've been sitting in the shed for at least 40 years. Yeah, it's been a bit of a task trying to find a place for them to go and continue, give them a bit of life. Found a use for them the other day, a good use. And the young fellow next door to me here has found a awesome kaupapa that they will follow. So what's that?
Yeah, those they are Heke. Their purpose was to be Heke for a whare. We have no history about that yet. As my cousin said, they were under the house next to the marae, but they were Heke. And the purpose of Heke are they the rafters inside a whare, and they tell a story. They have the mangopare pattern carved into them. They're kowhaiwhai, carved kowhaiwhai, which is we're not sure who carved them. Some of the whānau have been told it was carved by our grandfather, and that there was going to be a whare built, little one, but these are 4 metres long, so it would have been at least an 6 to 8 metre wide whare, given the length of the Heke. And I'm glad that they were rescued from the museum. Obviously they were going to be put there by I think in the 70s. There were a lot of our people were following this guy around, and he was able to access a lot of our taonga. But through the sharp eyes of one of our whanaunga, our nieces, we were able to get it back and get them back, and we want to use some of them in some of the projects that we're doing here at Parongaho with my cousin. But beautiful whakaaro, tōtara, carved, well preserved, and I would think they would have been carved in the early part of this century. I think if my grandfather was supposed to have carved them, then he would have been probably around the 1900s. He would have carved them. Would have been a young man then. Yeah, I'd like to do more research about which whare they were going to go in, but it's far better to be using them, and as a whānau we've come to that conclusion to do that. Yeah, and put life to those carved kowhaiwhai Heke. Those Heke with the carved kowhaiwhai. Mangopare is a really good kaupapa, representing stamina and resilience and all those things that that we're looking for these days, and it's a good value to have, to share. It's pretty obvious there that my cousin and I are resilient enough to stick around for the young fellas like we are. But it's a good thing to pass on, to be resilient, to work through issues, and we just had an earthquake today which gave us a fright, so got to be resilient because we're going to get earthquakes and floods and winds and storms, as well as fine weather and beautiful weather and good occasions. You have challenges in life, and the Mongol pari is a symbol of being able to face our challenges, and I think very appropriate for the purpose that we want to use them, which will be unravelled in the near future. But yeah, Rossi's been a really good guardian, poutiaki of these taonga, and but big mihi to Selena, to Te Paurangi's daughter, who spied them, knew where they came from, and got Rossi, and mihi to the whānau who went down and picked them up. There was a few of them went down and picked them up and brought them back and took care of them. And as Rossi said, he gave some to our cousin Heke, Hutana, to be utilised. The Heke were obviously adapted because some of them were cut shorter than what they were used to, the length they used to be. So there's those issues. We were at Karakia when they were brought here, and they're in really good condition. And I support my cousin and what he wants to do with them. Kia ora tātou.